It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Great news as Buhari makes irresistible offers to ex-Biafran soldiers. The news in full. Ex-servicemen who fought in the ranks of Biafra during the Civil War have been pardoned by the presidency. The Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, on Friday, October 15, announced that the former soldiers will be paid gratuity. This good news is coming 51 years after the terrible incident that brought about killings and pain in the country. About 102 former Biafran soldiers have been captured for payment of gratuity and other benefits by the Military Pensions Board. This was announced by the Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, who also noted that the former Biafran soldiers have been pardoned by President Muhammadu Buhari. Magashi made this disclosure on Friday during the 2022 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration in Abuja, October 15, 2021, and saying that it will interest you to know that the Military Pension Board just concluded the documentations of ex-Biafran service personnel totaling 102 who were pardoned by Mr. President, saying that the war ended 51 years ago and many of those who are no longer alive, but those with genuine complaints, can come forward with their claims for consideration. Meanwhile, without question, the federal government of Nigeria was happy that they finally located the Radio Biafra, seeing that it has been exposed, located at a tucked away down a quiet Levy street in Peckham, southeast London, saying that the Radio Biafra was broadcasting the agenda of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra known as IPOB, specifically saying it was created to disseminate, enlighten and educate, inform and criticize the activities of the Nigerian government from the perspective of Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Specifically, this was created to continue to keep alive the hope of the indigenous people of Biafra and to keep their fellow men updated. The group was said to have been banned by the Nigerian government in 2017, and Kanu had been charged and arrested several times on counts which borders on treason and instigating violence. Ex-Deputy Senate President proposes solution to ensure the release of detained IPOB leader known as Kanu, where in another report it was said that amid the continued detention of the leader of IPOB, Kanu, the former Senate President, Deputy Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu, actually offered a solution to the federal government, hoping that they would hearken to his voice and therefore proposing a political solution that would see to the release of the detained IPOB leader. The Southeast lawmaker made this disclosure during an interview aired on Friday, September 17, where he said that the only thing that can bring solution to the southeastern parts of the country is the release of Kanu and coming to a roundtable discussion on why they are agitating in such a way to see a way of which this can be resolved amicably. And this has also been said by General Oji, who is the general for the Biafra nation, saying that the ex-servicemen that are given gratuity by Buhari should not receive anything of such. Soon, we will pay all our heroes and heroines and immortalize those who have fallen, pay their children and generations unborn till the world ends. I also seize this medium to remind all ex-Biafra soldiers to key into the Biafra National Guard live broadcast slated for 27th to 30th October 2021, and I warned Buhari and all his Fulani cohorts in the name of ministers and politicians of northern extraction that nothing unbecoming should happen to Kanu, a Radio Biafra activist in their custody, the 19 prisoners of conscience detained without hearing for 16 years in Onitsha and Oka prisons respectively, and all other pro-Biafran activists held in various detention facilities in the expired country Nigeria, because I, General Innocent N. Oji, the General Officer commanding Biafra Army, will not hesitate to hunt down Muhammadu Buhari and his entire household, friends and well-wishers and all Fulani descendants to their last man, including all Igbo business and political collaborators, if anything unbecoming happens to Nnamdi Kanu and or any Biafran activist remanded in any prison facility, both in the north and south of the expired British contraption. And this is the General Commanding Officer of the indigenous people of Biafra, who is known as General Innocent NOG, saying that the Buhari-led government should ensure that they release those who have actually been detained for quite a while now at the prisons and the DSS facility, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, which is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and some 19 prisoners of conscience who are also sons and daughters of Indigo Biafras, who were detained without a court trial or hearing for 16 years in Onitsha and Oka prisons respectively, and all other pro-Biafran activists who have been held in various detention facilities around the country, saying that if anything unbecoming should happen to them, that he would actually ensure that he brings down Buhari and all other Fulani courts or ministers and politicians of northern extraction that are involved in the process. Also saying that the 102 Biafran soldiers who were recently given gratuities, after the Biafra wars, he said that it is laughable, noting that the federal government is really trying to be jittery about the demand for Biafra National Guard, and saying that all their attempts is just to divert attention, and therefore imploring the veteran Biafra soldiers that they should not collect any valueless naira from the federal government of Nigeria, that they should remain resolute and never to fall trap into Buhari pension ministers and their emoluments, saying that nobody needs to forgive them for anything, because they cannot grant pardon to an army that they never fought, and moreover they were not even defeated, and it was even declared no victor, no vanquished after 3 years. So therefore, why are you giving them pardon or even paying them pension after 51 years, saying that the veteran soldiers should actually continue to believe in the Biafra National Guard, and also that they are going to ensure that very soon, as soon as Biafra they actually get the Biafra nation that they are demanding for, that they will pay these veteran soldiers in Biafra pounds, and also immortalize the names of those who have fallen, that is those who have died, and ensure that they pay their children and children unborn generation till the world ends. Thanks for listening.